So today we're going to be talking about the Smart RLT as a demonstration on the hardware and some of the software features. First, you can see that the case here is more adaptable to the equine industry. It makes it more rugged and able to be more portable or ambulatory, if you will. The first thing I'd like to show is that now it's a 110 device, no need for a generator. It just plugs right into the wall. When I open the case, you'll see that the laser is actually hidden below this deck here. Inside, what we did was we maintained all the characteristics of the original RLT, and we put that power under here. And now it's hidden, and it'll be free of dust and debris as it's sealed here. There's no water or flash lamp to be replaced. There are no mirrors inside this laser, so it's going to be less maintenance. Again, this is 45 pounds, and we'll probably have wheels on it for those who like to lug it around with wheels. Inside, it's a frame, aluminum frame, to help with added support and durability. You'll see here that the fiber is much improved. It still extends about 6.5 feet to the horse, but it's much more flexible and more manageable now. Here you have the basic components of an emergency stop, and we have LED lights indicating power and emission. So now we're going to review the software for the Smart RLT. To get in, instead of a key, I'm going to just enter a simple password, PIN. My opening screen, I have a choice of an existing patient over here, or I can look at my calendar, or I can go ahead and tap on a brand new patient, which I'm going to do first. So I just click on the add. Over here I put in the pertinent information, horse name, you can redact it if you wish, patient ID, age, breed, sex, use, any diagnostic images that you might have, and a lameness grade from 0 to 5. Sometimes we need sedation, so we'll check that box. We also have owner information, referring vet, and maybe where the horse comes from with a barn, institution, etc. But for now, to save time, I'm just going to go ahead to an existing. What I'd like to show is the calendar mode. And I click here, and here's our day. And we're going to clean this up a little bit, but you'll see all the horses I have for today. I can click on any horse, and it'll bring me to their information. I click go, and I'm right there. I do not need to enter their information again. Let's go back. This tells me how many horses I treat for the week, the month, etc. I can also go to my patient list, and I can categorize. And if you're familiar with the Smart DR platform, this is very similar to that. And I can choose 1 month, and it'll give me, oops, I choose all. It'll give me all my patients, or I can just do the last couple days or week or months that I've been treating. So for this, I'd like to go and show one case. I lost him. So for this, I'd like to choose a patient down here. You can see that we're treating multiple areas on this horse. It's got a lot of problems. But for now, I just want to treat the deep flexor tendon. And I choose that, and I'm all set. Up here, you can see the tissue type, tendon, ligament, bone, joint. If I choose any of these, it's going to change the anatomical area that I want to treat. Then I Then I will choose chronicity, acute or chronic, skin color over the area that I'm treating, and the size. Usually they're small, medium, or large. For instance, a ligament suspensory at the origin, I can do small, medium, or large, and it's going to change all my settings here. So these are all presets. But for now, let's just go back and treat fuzzy. I want to change fuzzy to chronic. And this shows you everything that we're going to do on fuzzy. My total treatment time, my average power, my total joules that I'm going to deliver into fuzzy are all here in my summary. Up top I have patient information. The first phase is going to be non-contact for almost 4 minutes, and these are how many joules that I'm going to deliver in that first non-contact phase. These are all locked, so I cannot modify off the settings, and we'll talk about that in a second. Phase 2 is set for just under 4 minutes as well, and 3,500 joules will be delivered into the patient. I'm going to go back to phase 1, and I'm ready to begin. I push the button. It reminds me to put my safety goggles on.
Laser starting in 3, 2, 1.
So I'm going to get an audio warning before I can proceed. But for now, we're just going to stop and go back. At the end of treatment, you'll see that notes will come up, and I can go ahead and on the keyboard enter any notes I want on this patient or the treatment pre and in post. And I can save it. Now also, if I want to use some of these icons down here, the first one I'm going to show you is the back button, but here is a button that we use for manual setting, because as you know, these are locked. But if I want to use some knobology, it's going to bring up a dialog box that you want to click OK. You're modifying the manufacturer settings. And now it's going to give me some flexibility here as I toggle. If I want to add more millijoules, more power, if I want to change the pulse rate, etc., and that comes with experience and training. Over here, if I want to watch a video, these will be treatment videos.
This is a particular interesting course because of the chronicity of the lesion.
That's a Norm Rantanen video, but we were going to substitute that with actual anatomical area treatment so you can see the speed of the laser beam, etc. If I want to see the calendar on this particular horse, only fuzzy, that's here. Now, how did I put these in? The first time I entered fuzzy, I went up here where I can select the days based on acute or chronic. And let's say it's today's Monday. I want to treat him every other day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then I can choose how many treatments I want. Let's say I choose 23, and then I'm going to go ahead and add, and it's going to fill in from this day forward 23 treatments every other day starting today. So a very nice feature. Before I begin, if I want to learn more about this protocol, here are my notes. We're going to clean this up as well a little bit, but you have important notes here as well as some protocols before you begin, as well as post-treatment, icing, hand walking, etc. Now what's nice here is we're in the non-contact mode, and once I begin the treatment, the time will go down and the joules will go from 0 to 4,418. Once it reaches that target and once it goes down to 0, it's going to notify me with an audible that it's time for phase 2 contact. And now I'm going to go into phase 2 contact mode for a chronic patient. So that's just a very quick demonstration of the software and the capabilities. We are going to make many enhancements from now until the release. The other nice thing is when we do make changes down the road, this is Wi-Fi enabled, and every user will have the capability to get a free software upgrade as we upgrade the software. So thank you for watching. Please give me a call with any questions you might have.